Let's find the product of 70% and 220%. In other words, let's multiply 70% by 220%. To do this, let's convert both of these percents to a decimal for multiplying the decimals. So to convert 70%, we'll find the imaginary decimal point, which is behind the 0 of 70, and move it 2 places to the left, and then remove the percent symbol. So moving the decimal point twice to the left will become 0.70 without a percent. So 70% is 0.70. 220%, doing the same sort of work, we'll find the imaginary decimal point behind the 0 of 220 and move the decimal point twice to the left to write this as 2.2 without a percent symbol. So finding the product of 70% and 220% is the same as finding the product between 0.70 and 2.2. Next, let's use long multiplication to multiply these two decimals. So we'll list 2.2 and 0.7 and multiply these numbers together. We removed the last 0 from 0.70 so that our numbers would line up. However, when we multiply, we'll multiply 7 by 2 and 2, and in the second row we'll multiply 0 by 2 and 2, add the columns, and then place our decimal point appropriately. So, for example, 7 times 2 is 14, carry the 1, and 7 times 2 is 14 again, adding 1 will become 15. Next, we'll, for our second row, include a 0 for a placeholder, and 0 times 2 is 0, 0 times another 2 is 0. Adding these columns up, 4 plus nothing is 4, 5 plus nothing is 5, 1 plus 0 is 1. Finally, since we have two numbers behind the decimal point, we'll move our final decimal point answer, here behind the 4, twice to the left, twice for two numbers behind the decimal points. So moving it twice to the left, our final decimal answer is 1.54. This means that finding the product of 70% and 220%, or 0.7 times 2.2, results in a final answer of 1.54. And that's our final answer.